nastier and nastier with every day that passes. Now, please go away.
Very well, I'll be in the office if you want me.
Oh, yes, you'll be in the office, all right, spinning awful plots and intrigues against me, I shouldn't wonder.
I will, if I can think of any.
Go away, go away, go away. And switch the telephone off.
All right.
Now, darling, what's on your mind?
Your general behaviour.
Oh, I don't like that tone at all. What's the matter?
Who was that poor little creature I saw here this morning in evening dress?
Now, listen to me, Liz.
Don't you think at your age that all this casual scampering about is a little undignified?
Scampering about, indeed. You have a genius for putting things unpleasantly. What about you? It's all very well for you to come roaring back from Paris where you've been up to God knows what and start to bully me.
I am not bullying you.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm merely telling you that you've reached a moment in life when a little restraint would be becoming. You're no longer the debonair, irresponsible juvenile, you know. You're an eminent man advancing with every sign of reluctance into middle age.
May God forgive you, for I never shall.
Yes, well, never mind about that. Listen. We all know about your irresistible fascination. We've watched it going on monotonously for 20 years.
I met you exactly 8 years ago next October, and you were wearing a very silly hat. You still are.
Will you be serious? Your behaviour naturally affects all of us. Maurice, Henry, Monica, and me. You're responsible for us. And we're responsible for you. Well, you never miss an opportunity of lecturing us when we do something you don't approve of.
Well, am I right or am I not? Answer me that.
Oh, you're fine when you're dealing with other people's problems. When it comes to your own, you're not so hot. All you do is harm to yourself and to the few, the very few, who really mind about you.
And I suppose you've discussed all this with Monica and Maurice and Henry?
Not yet, but I shall if I don't see some signs of improvement.
The arrogance! It's fantastic! Look at you all gossiping in your corners, whispering behind your fans, telling me what to do and what not to do. It's downright sauce, that's what it is. What happens if I relax my loving hold on any of you for 1 second? Disaster! I happen to go to New York to do a 3-month season. Henry immediately gets pneumonia, goes to Biarritz to recover, meets Joanna and marries her. I happen to spend a well-deserved brief holiday in Ischia. When I come back, what do I find? You and Maurice between you have bought the dullest Hungarian play ever written and put Phoebe Lucas into the leading part. Phoebe Lucas playing a glamorous courtesan with about as much sex appeal as a haddock. And how long did it run? 1 week. Who stopped Henry from losing all his money when he backed The Lost Cavalier? I did. Who started Maurice off on his career as a producer in that play? I did. Who snatched Monica from that sinister aunt of hers and gave her a job? I did.
Oh, I do wish you'd stop asking questions and answering them yourself. You're making me dizzy.
And you, one of the most depressing, melancholy actresses on the English stage. Where would you be now if I hadn't forced you to give up acting and starting writing instead? Good God, I even had to marry you to do it.
And a fine gesture that turned out to be.
Well, who went away and left me a prey to everybody? Answer me that.
I did, thank God.
Well, then.
Would you have liked me to have stayed?
Certainly not. You'd have driven me mad.
Anyway, you're utterly dependent on us now. We stopped you from being extravagant and buying houses every 5 minutes. We stopped you in the nick of time from playing Peer Gynt.
I still maintain that I would have been magnificent as Peer Gynt.
Above all, we stop you from overacting.
You have now gone too far. I have never overacted in my life.
As a matter of fact, you're doing it now.
Monica! Monica! Have you or have you not ever seen me overact?
Frequently.
It's a conspiracy. You're all against me. It doesn't matter about me. Oh, no, I'm only the breadwinner. It doesn't matter if my timorous belief in myself should be subtly undermined.
Your belief in yourself is about as timorous as Napoleon's.
And look what happened to him. He died all alone in exile on a beastly little island. I expect that's why I'm being forced to go to Africa.
You're longing to go and you know it. But, oh, darling, do behave yourself when you're there and don't go having affairs with everybody and showing off and letting down the whole thing.
I shall live like a monk. I shall spend all my time in a sad, dilapidated hotel. And if I die of melancholia, perhaps you'll be satisfied.
Now then, about Maurice.
What about Maurice?
Well, apparently he's fallen in love with Joanna.
Joanna? Maurice and Joanna? He must be raving mad. Does Henry know about this?
I don't know, I don't think so. I mean, he wouldn't, would he, unless it was shoved under his nose.
Maurice, he couldn't be such a fool, could he? How far's it gone, do you know?
I don't know, but you must find out from Maurice. Now, if it's true, you must read him the riot act. I mean, get him away from Joanna, take him to Africa, anywhere.
There's that beastly playwright from Uckfield, and here I am, trembling like a leaf. I can't face him, I can't.
You'll have to if you promise.
My life is one long torment and nobody remotely cares.
It may not be the young man at all. It may be Maurice.
Go to hell with Maurice, to hell with
Oh,
everybody.
for goodness sake, don't be so idiotic. If there's any truth at all in this Joanna business, it's going to land us all in the most sordid complications and probably wreck everything. Now, you must find out from Maurice. I'll be in till 1:15, so telephone me as soon as he's gone.
He won't go. I'm lunching with him. I can hardly give you a detailed report of his love life on the telephone with him in the same room.
Well, then dial my number by mistake and say, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number. And then I'll know.
What will you know?
Well, that everything's all right. But if you say I'm so terribly sorry it's a wrong number, then I'll know that everything's all wrong, and I'll be round in a flash to back you up.
Intrigue. My whole life is enmeshed in intrigue. Miss Erickson! Monica! Where is everybody? Miss Erickson, the front doorbell has been pealing incessantly for 20 minutes.
Alas, yes, but there is a woman at the back door with a tiny baby.
What does she want?
I do not know.
Monica! Monica, there is a woman at the back door with a tiny baby. Kindly deal with her.
What does she want?
That, Monica dear, can only be ascertained by bloody well asking her.
Mr. Maul.
Ah. How do you do?
How do you do?
I must introduce you to my wife. She just popped in for a little chat, and she's just about to pop out again.
How do you do?
How do you do? I know you have an appointment with my husband, so I'll say goodbye. Don't forget, Garry, I'll be sitting by the telephone.
Yes, all right. Mr. Moore, won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Cigarette?
No, thank you.
Oh, don't you smoke?
No.
Drink then.
No, thank you.
Oh. Thank you. How old are you?
25, why?
Oh, no reason at all. I just wondered.